What's going on, guys? It's me, Seh here, and today I want to talk about the increasing trend of scalping recently, and also why you can't really exclusively blame those doing the scalping for what's going on at the moment. Now, of course, it's going to feel bad if you can't get something because someone else bought 10,000 of it and is now reselling it for twice the price or some shit, but the issue is you can't really blame them for doing it, because it's basically the best investment you can do if you are able to do it. Because the thing is, the value of your investment is going to increase well over 100% in maybe a day or two, which honestly any investor would go absolutely crazy over if they had the chance, especially if you combine that with the fact that it's actually a relatively safe investment, because there will always be some idiot who just buys it even for 3 times the price. And honestly, I'm not saying that it changes anything about the fact that you're a massive jerk if you do that, because you're just buying the product as an investment, and meanwhile other people who actually want to use it can't get their hands on it, which is really awful for them. But the thing is, the issue, in my honest opinion, doesn't lie with the people actually buy the consoles, but the fact that it's even possible, because it's not just right now with like the PlayStation or the new Nvidia, but it's a problem which has been there for the last few years and has only gotten worse and worse, where you have like basically every new product launch. It doesn't matter if it's a console or a graphics card or just some amiibos. Basically, if it has limited quantity, it's basically always sold out on the first day, and for the next month or two you can only get it for like way overpriced on the internet. And the thing is, this doesn't happen because you decide, for example, to buy 1 or 2 and then try to resell them online. This happens because there are people with tens of thousands of bot accounts who just keep refreshing the page and then insta-order as soon as it pops up. And honestly, it's 2020. I mean, I can understand if some mom and pop shop doesn't have any anti-bot protection, but those aren't the issue. They get like, I don't know, 5 consoles or something, but the big box stores, how can they not have anti-bot protection on their websites? This is just completely ridiculous. Especially since it's not like if they prevented botting that they would keep sitting on the inventory and no one would buy it. It would most likely still be sold out on like day 1 or 2, but the thing is, the product would at least be in the hands of those who actually want to use it. Now, of course, some stores already have anti-bot protection, but going to one which doesn't, it's basically always the same experience. You go there, and then the product drops, you have like a second before the entire site just crashes, and once it comes back online it's completely sold out, and yeah, well, fun experience, why even bother going there? And I really doubt that that's the desired customer experience they want for you. Now, the most annoying part about the entire thing is that there's literally nothing you can really do about it. Like, the only thing you can do is just not buy at those ridiculous prices and hope that enough people do it so it becomes unprofitable and people stop doing it. But you can't really count on people being reasonable, and there will always be some idiot who just ends up buying it, so it still ends up being profitable. And as long as that remains the case, people will always try and find a way to do it. You can already see that with limitations such as you can only buy 1 or 2 per session, but the thing is, that's exactly what leads to the bots. I mean, it at least helps in the regard that not everyone can just buy as many as they want, but the thing is, if you instead just have a server and then send 1,000 bots from there over, you have 1,000 sessions, you can once again order 1,000 consoles, and basically nothing changed. Except that now the site is overloaded from traffic and will just end up crashing most likely. But that's exactly where the anti-bot measurements could come in. For example, if you use a VPN and go to some sites, you might already get a CAPTCHA just from going there to check if you are an actual human, and honestly, if a big product drops, you should honestly just have that on all the sites which sell them. But in conclusion, there's not really much you can do as an individual other than just not giving in to the scalpers. Because as long as that avenue remains profitable, there will always be people who will try to do it. And as long as there are still idiots who are willing to pay that extra price, it will basically remain that way. And with that honestly rather pessimistic view, we've reached the end of today's video. Now, unlike my usual uploads, this was me just rambling into my microphone without really any script, because I just wanted to talk about this topic. But if you've enjoyed it and you want to see more of that type of video, please let me know down in the comments below, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And with that, see you next time.